Hello everyone, welcome to Full Moon Movies. Tombstone, directed by George P. Cosmatos, is one of the most iconic westerns of the modern era. It tells the true story of legendary lawman Wyatt Earp and the bloody conflicts with the outlaw gang known as the Cowboys in the town of Tombstone, Arizona. With memorable performances, gripping drama, and classic shootouts, Tombstone has become a fan favorite that still holds strong decades after its release. Kurt Russell plays as Wyatt Earp with a mix of strength, pride, and emotional conflict. When he first arrives in Tombstone, Wyatt is a retired lawman just looking to settle down and make money with his brothers. He doesn't want trouble, but the town is under the grip of lawlessness, and he soon pulled into a fight for justice. Wyatt's external challenge is facing off against the Cowboys, a brutal gang led by Curly Bill and Johnny Ringo. His internal struggle is in reluctance to return to a life of violence, even when justice demands it. As the violence escalates, especially after the tragic death of a family member, Wyatt reclaims his identity as a lawman and fights back. Russell's performance shows both Wyatt's tough exterior and emotional depth, especially in scenes where he's grieving, conflicted, or showing loyalty to his brothers. By the end, he stands tall not only as a gunslinger, but as a man who accepts his duty despite the cost. Val Kilmer as Doc Holliday, his performance is legendary, witty, haunting, and layered with pain. As the sickly alcoholic gambler and gunslinger, Doc is loyal to Wyatt, and though he's dying from tuberculosis, he never stops fighting. His charm, sharp tongue, and quiet sadness make Doc the soul of the film. His final scene is heartbreaking and unforgettable. Another character is Sam Elliott as Virgil Earp. He brings calm authority and moral clarity to the role of Wyatt's older brother. He believes in doing what's right even if it means danger, and his firm stance in one of the reasons Wyatt is drawn into the fight. Now, one of the more emotionally affecting arcs in Tombstone is that of Morgan Earp. Now, he is played by Bill Paxton. While Wyatt is the face of order and Doc Holliday is the soul of defiance, Morgan represents the emotional core of the Earp brothers, still hopeful, still believing that maybe peace is possible without violence. Paxton plays him with a youthful innocence and quiet sensitivity that contrasts with his hardened stoicism of his older brother Virgil and the reluctant rage shimmering in Wyatt. Now, there are scenes, short but powerful, where Morgan, shaken after shootings, looks up and simply says, "I don't want to die." It's raw. Paxton delivers that line with a mix of vulnerability and realism, making it hit harder than any gunfight. His arc ending is tragedy, makes a turning point in the film and within Wyatt. Morgan's death becomes the emotional breaking point, the moment that pushes Wyatt from a man trying to escape his past into a man embracing justice with vengeance. Now, I think it's this layered use of character, especially secondary ones like Morgan, that keeps Tombstone memorable. Paxton's performance may not have as much as screen time as Kurt Russell or Val Kilmer, but it added weight, reminding us that every gunfight leaves behind real scars and real loss. Michael Biehn as Johnny Ringo, he portrays the cold, dangerous killer of the Cowboys with intensity and unpredictability. He serves as Doc Holliday's dark mirror, a man driven by violence instead of friendship. Now, their final duel is one of the film's highlights. And this is one of the Western films that I have seen. It's all about men with mustache. Now, the key scenes are the OK Corral shootout is one of the most famous Western sequences ever filmed. Tense, dramatic, and expertly paced, it balances action with emotion. Now, the scene where Doc Holliday confronts Johnny Ringo is equally powerful. It's not just about gunplay, it's about character, respect, and justice. The montage of Wyatt's vendetta ride is visually stunning and emotionally intense. It shows his transformation into a man who accepts violence as a tool for peace. Now, when compared to earlier westerns like Rio Bravo or High Noon, Tombstone is more stylized and modern in its tone. It combines traditional themes of justice and loyalty with sleek visuals, sharp dialogue, and a darker atmosphere, and of course, handsome men. It also stands out along films like Unforgiven and The Outlaw Josie Wales, but where those films are slower and more meditative, Tombstone moves faster and feels more cinematic. Its blend of historical detail, action, and drama makes it more accessible to wider audiences, and this is one of the key reasons for its success. Although George P. Cosmatos is credited as a director, many believe Kurt Russell has a strong influence on shaping the film behind the scenes. Regardless, the direction is tight and emotionally driven. The cinematography is beautiful, wide shots of deserts, moody saloons, and dark alleys help to build the world. The art direction is top notch with authentic costumes and sets that recreate the Old West with grit and beauty. The score by Bruce Brockton adds grandeur and tension. It swells at the right moments and softens when emotions run deep. Structurally, the film is well paced. It starts slowly as we meet the characters, builds to the shootout, and then shifts into a darker revenge arc, giving it layers of drama and action. Tombstone was released in December 1993 and became a box office hit, grossing over 70 million. Audiences loved it, especially Val Kilmer's performance. Critics were more mixed at the time. Some found it uneven, but over the years it gained a cult following. Today, Tombstone is considered one of the best westerns in the 1990s, thanks to its character-driven story, memorable quotes, "I'm your Huckleberry," and strong rewatch value. It remains relevant to its themes of justice, loyalty, and honor, all delivered with style. The 4K UHD Blu-ray release of Tombstone is a significant upgrade over past editions. The new Dolby Vision HDR grading enhances the contrast, shadows, and color accuracy, especially in nighttime scenes and desert shots. Now, there are some critics who complain a bit about the dark scenes, which were not that dark, but however, the brighter scenes or the daylight scenes were very good. Now, costumes and set textures are more detailed in the UHD, and the film maintains its cinematic grain as well. The DTS HD Master Audio 5.1 or Dolby True HD mix offers rich, immersive sound. Dialogue is clear, gunshots are punchy, and musical score has a better presence. It's not Dolby Atmos, unfortunately, but the soundstage feels wide and atmospheric. Now, depending on the edition, bonus features may include interviews, behind-the-scenes footage, and original making of the material. Now, some releases are movie-only, so collectors should check before buying. So yes, Tombstone is a modern Western classic, and the 4K UHD edition finally gives its presentation it deserves. With its improved picture quality, sharp sound, and timeless story, this release is a must-have for physical media collectors and fans of the genre. Now, whether it's for the epic shootouts, memorable characters, or emotional arcs, Tombstone remains a powerful, entertaining, and beautifully crafted Western that continues to impress with each viewing. Now, this movie is a must-watch.